Invasion is a game of attack and defend. The defending team will be made up of content creators, staff, and some VIPs. The attacking team will be open to the public. There are 4 stages to the event, 3 capture points, and 1 headquarters to raid. The game ends when the tool cupboard in the HQ main base has been destroyed. Capture points are the new addition to our events. In order to capture a point, the attackers must first clear any of the defenders. They then need to hold it for 45 seconds uncontested before they can progress to the next capture point. Once a point is captured, it becomes the new spawn for the attackers, with a whole new set of weapons for them to use. All 3 capture points are marked with a radar tower. The final point is an underground bunker with only one way in and only one way out. This then becomes the base for the final assault. The headquarters for defending team is an enormous fortress surrounded by a winding set of trenches where the attackers must breach the headquarters and destroy the tool cupboard to win. But it won't be an easy task, as the defenders will have top tier weapons to hold them off. Good luck to each side, and may the better team win.
Welcome back. This is the Rust Rivals Invasion event stream. I am Sam, and I am joined by Bomb.
Welcome back. We are here for round 2.
Yes, round 2. We are just in the process of getting started. We are 45 seconds away, actually. As you can see, the attacking team is inside these lovely boats, I guess. Do they know the camera's there? How do they know the camera's there? They're just jumping up at it. What?
They must be
That's
watching
weird.
The Twitch stream.
It's only just come up, though. Who have we got in there? T-Sans, Zakis, Soap, Chicken Wingman, Glueman, Kona. Yeah, we got Outlaws Long Rifle. I'm guessing that's a clan. And we are 3 seconds away. Here's the defending team. And we have begun. So hopefully they will start moving. Yep, they've started moving. We're live again. Round 2. This is a just for fun round. This is no prizes. I hope everybody understands that because, yeah, that's what it is. And we are off. We are rushing up this beach again.
Do we know what numbers we've got this time so far, as far as attackers and defenders?
We have 29 attackers and 10 defenders.
Alright. See how the defense does.
Yes, they're doing okay. I mean, there's probably 11 less attackers than the first time. At this point anyway, but as usual, they take the pillbox pretty quick. First area, it's taken very quickly. It usually is.
Yeah, it's disappointing as it is. I thought the beach personally was going to be this huge choke point, you know, and that the defense was going to have this pillbox and be able to hold off, you know, the attackers and all that. But every time we run this, it seems that the attackers just swarm that pillbox right away.
Yeah, and they're already off up that hill. They're jumping their way up. There's a defender on that far end, as we can see. They're spreading out. I think they're getting a bit of an understanding of this game mode now. They kind of understand that the loot gets better as the further they go. So maybe they're kind of just leaving that bunker because they know they're going to die pretty quick. And they're just spawning at that second point, and they are mounting those defenses right now.
Oh, and again, this wall right here seems to be a decent choke point for at least a minute anyway, until the swarm of attackers comes in.
I think it was a good 5 minutes they were on this point. I think that this hill is probably the second hardest choke point. Maybe not actually. The bunker's pretty tough.
No, this is rough though because the hill's such a steep incline. They can't get up that, and it's open. There's no cover.
Yeah, there's really barely any cover, especially when they're actually trying to get up the hill. There's just nothing.
We see him trying now.
They always seem to go for that far side. Like, I think because this side's closer to the actual point, the defenders hold this side a bit more than the other side.
There's a rush of about 15 attackers coming up the hill right now.
Yeah, they're actually getting past this pretty quick. I'm going for point 2 now. No surprise. Point 2 is pretty open, so as soon as they get to that second set of defenses, they've got it. It's a really open point, so no surprises.
No.
It's this next part. This next part is going to be the interesting one. But weirdly, it looks like we've already got some in the trenches, some attackers. They've just ran straight through, but it does look like they're dead. So the defenders need to push forward and hold those trenches, while the attackers are gearing up at this point. No one's really pushing yet. I mean, there's an attacker there in the trench. He's playing it careful. Whereas his teammate, however, just jumping about. He doesn't care.
I'm curious to see how this bunker goes again.
I'm curious to see what this guy's doing sneaking around. I want to know what happens. They're all doing it. They all just got destroyed.
They just ate a rocket.
All of them just got rocketed. They took a rocket to the face. Defenders they're in the bunker. They've not really had a chance to push out this time. The attackers, they've got free reign of those trenches. This one's going to be a lot quicker. A lot quicker. We're going to be on the last stage within the next 5-10 minutes.
It's definitely starting to look that way, Sam.
Well, you know, that's kind of by design, I think. I think we thought the trenches would last longer, but at the same time, I think this is how it goes.
Well, the last round was proof enough of those final 2 choke points being just pretty much hell on earth for the attackers to get through.
Yeah. I mean, we've already got a couple of defenders already at the final point, and then we've got Bandit pushing from the final point with the M2, I'm guessing, and he's setting up a defensive position on that exit point for the bunker.
Wow. Yep.
Let's get inside this bunker, though. Is that Cocker? Cocker's pushing in pretty deep. It looks like they've not quite taken it, but
they're pushing hard.
Yeah, they're pushing hard, and they're killing the defenders. And the defenders have then, when they die, they've got to redo all of their gear that they've picked up. So yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best defended point, even though you'd think it's one way in for them. You'd kind of think it'd be a bit more of a choke point, but with them having to refill their weapons and ammo when they die, it's not as easy as it might seem.
It's definitely looking like it looks like they're pushing back a little bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see them push back. Maybe the attackers are just being a bit too slow to gear up and get back.
Definitely looking that way. And now the defenders are pushing their way back up.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. A bit of offensive defense. What's the saying? How does the saying go?
best offense is a good defense?
Yes, that's the
Yes,
same.
sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
They've not managed to get all the way through. Looks like someone's setting up. Is that Lurk? Looks like Lurk is setting up for the ambush for when they do get through. But right now, they're not through yet. They're not through yet.
They're doing a great job holding that bunker down.
Definitely. They've got the entrance again though. They've pushed it forward. Choke point is quite a choke point. But for 12 defenders, they're not going to last forever. It looks like they've taken... No, they've not taken it. I'm getting confused with my colours. Yeah, they're still holding them off. We're doing good. I'm proud of them.
It seems like they're doing a really good job at cycling through people. One shoots down the hallway, one steps off and reloads, and then they just seem to be cycling out.
Yeah, they're really going hard on the beanbags, it looks like. And then again, the defenders are going hard on the rockets, and they've just taken out everyone.
That was about 15 attackers that just got taken out.
Oh
right
my
there.
god! Wow. They just took everyone out. Wow.
That was a very, very well placed couple rockets.
Definitely. They have taken the top of it again. I think a couple of rockets, like they've just taken someone out again. A couple of rockets, push up with the, what is it, the M2s and the MP5s, push up hard. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to push them back.
Yeah, they could definitely hold that corner right there at the top.
These rockets are doing wonders for them, though. They're just wiping out the attackers. Zedge running forward, throwing a rocket through there. Beanbags coming back. Beanbags? Bean cans. Bean cans, grenades being thrown down, so he's got to quickly fire his rocket and jump back.
Yeah, they're hoping to get lucky with a bean can, which they might. I mean, in all the chaos, maybe the defense accidentally runs in and dies. I mean,
We've got someone being crafty. Who is that guy? I wonder who that guy is. He's trying to jump his way through. I'm not sure it's possible. Glue Man. His name is Glue Man.
Seems to be
I
stuck.
think he might be stuck now. Yeah, I think he's stuck. He's pushing his way through. Is he dead yet? I think he's dead. Yeah,
I believe he died.
Yeah, you're trying to outgame us, map makers. Didn't work. They're pushing the way in.
They are just running for it now.
Yeah.
If they would
One
do
more
that,
play like that. One more play like that with more players, and they'll do it.
you read my mind.
Sorry, I will leave it to you. There we go. There you go.
Oh, that's funny. No, just seriously, if they all bomb rush down in there, essentially, they've got them in numbers.
I agree. Lone, the map maker, not our map maker, but the map maker, Lone, holding that corner. He's got a beanbag. Beanbag? I keep saying beanbag. He's got a bean can at his feet. Is he not worried that they could go off? Or does he just have to think, oh, well, if it does, it does? I think that's probably his mindset.
I think because their spawn point's still so close that they don't care. They just are dying and respawning. They know there's enough of them down there to cover the breach.
What's Vertigo's catchphrase is something like that, isn't it? Spawn, die, repeat, I think it is.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our events, I think I've said it before. Did I say it in the junk was? I think I did. Spawn, die, repeat. It really resonates with our events.
Yeah, it's very,
It really
very
does.
true. Pushing out again.
Yeah. They're kind of playing this a bit more aggressive this time.
The defense is being very aggressive this time. They're not letting them down that hallway.
Yeah, these rocket launchers, they're really useful on this stage, and I didn't think they would be, considering it's a bunker. They've pushed him out. They've pushed him right back.
Completely out of the bunker. Yep.
Yeah, they're back in the trenches. They've already pushed him back. They pushed their way through again. I think through the sheer numbers, they're just overwhelming them when they manage to get out. I'll tell you what would be good. Friendly fire on this.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
I think we should do a version of this with friendly fire, because it's possible. We've got no issue. We do have a guy. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
That was quick. Who was that guy? Zedge. Zedge is making all the plays. Taylor's a defender, I think. Yes, Taylor's a defender. He's pushed out. A few of them managed to get out.
Looks like Taylor's trying to push behind the onslaught at the top of the stairs there.
Problem is, if too many of them push out, there's not enough defending the entrance. That could be the point where it all goes wrong.
Just tapes. We see 4 defenders down there still, 5 defenders down there still, 6.
Oh yeah, we've got some fights going on in the trenches now. So some of them have pushed out.
So we see Saturn and Taylor. It looks like they've pushed out into the trenches and are picking some fights out there.
I think that's a tactic. Let a couple of guys out. The rest of you stay in there, defend that one choke point. You can pick them off all day. Looks like they're storming it now.
Yep, they are. They're pushing
I
hard.
think that's it.
It seems to be.
There's still one. This guy's a defender. There's 2 defenders. Lone is there. He's going to fire a rocket. He didn't take anyone out, I don't think. But they're all reloading. All he's going to do is pull out his gun. But I think there's just too many. There's just too many of them. There's still... No, they've got it.
I think. Oh.
This is the defensive point. They've set up defensive positions on the exit now, so they've got another choke point that they can hold. They could hold this all day. It's just the same as the other one.
We see Odds Bandit there with the M2 at the top of the stairs, just spraying down the stairwell.
Yeah, he's on his own though. Although I'm seeing some blue in there. Maybe there's some guys spawning inside that bunker still. Maybe they've not captured it yet.
It does not look like they have quite yet.
Yeah.
They've definitely
It's inevitable though.
Yeah, they've taken it over.
They also killed Bandit by the looks of it, and they're out. We're
Oh,
up to
we
the
have
final stage.
They have no defenders at that stairwell.
That's it now.
So the attackers are now onto the final 2 choke points.
I'm a bit confused who they're shooting at. I think they're shooting at themselves.
I can't
Well,
quite
like,
tell.
It does look like there's some blue in there. I don't know how, but there's some blue in this bunker still. Blue, by blue I mean defenders. Defenders are blue, weirdly.
It's like Hornet and Zedge and Mike are in the mix somehow, some way.
But we're up to that final part now.
All right, so Hornet and Zedge just died. So they were in there. They were in the bunker still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pushing through to the final 2 choke points now. Let's see if the defense can do as good as they did last time.
Yeah, there's some defenders holding behind this this brick wall or stone wall. There's a defender. There he is. 2 of them there. They've pushed out of this exit. They're taking down those attackers. 3 of them. Hornet, Taylor, and Forky. They're all pushing out.
It does look like we have some attackers in by the base already, though.
Yeah, I think they've spread themselves too thin, the defenders. But at the same time, they're keeping people occupied. believe we have reached the final stage. Let's take a look on the map now.
Look,
Yeah,
is there?
we're-
What
we're
is
pretty much there.
Dog Felipe doing down there?
I have no idea, but he's got past those defenders. He has got past them.
That's not good
We
for
are
the
on-
defense.
No. On the final stage. This was the part that lasted the longest. Just need to get some angles on that now. And it looks like they're being held at choke points once again.
Those are just such hard spots to get through there. They're just so pinned.
Yeah, it's very tough. This is an interesting spot though. So basically what he's doing is, it's Taylor, he's medding himself up. He's peeking these tiny little gaps, as you can see down there, the wood gaps. He's peeking those tiny little gaps, and he's just been taken out. He had that advantage, and he got destroyed. Wow. But what he's doing was he was peeking the tiny little gap and holding them there. I can't believe he got taken out there.
Yeah, he whipped that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's alright. I think we've got about a 3-to-1 ratio as far as attackers to defenders, so.
Excuse me. bit of water went down the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I think Lone has switched to the defender's side. I think he was on the attacker's side, but then he switched to the defender's side. Or am I No, I think I'm misthinking that.
I think he's
I think
been
it
on
was
the
all-
defenders the whole time.
Yeah, I think it was always on the defenders. Ignore me.
The defense is doing awesome as far as holding them back, holding the attackers back.
Yep. Once again, they're holding them off. I'm guessing that's Taylor up there once again. No, actually, it's Lurk. Lurk is up there on that boost point, and I think he's been taken out. Yeah, he got taken down. I'm not quite sure what the attackers are doing at this point. I think most of them are just sitting around in that bunker, but that's not where we want to see the action. We want to see the action here at this base.
Yes, we want rockets flying.
Yeah, we've got less attackers this time, and just about the same amount of defenders. So this could last all day.
Hey, it's looking like it might. If they can't get through this choke point, then they're not going to be able to start raiding that base.
Definitely not. But we've got content. You know, this is giving us content, and it's very fun for you guys. If you want to catch any more, jump to our website rustrivals.com. We've got links to all of our social medias that will enable you to catch up on all of our previous events on our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to follow our Twitter. But the YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch our Junk Wars event, and yeah, the Castle Siege, which is the first event we ever did, the Castle Siege event, and it was pretty damn fun, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, guys, go give those a follow. You don't want to miss out on any of this stuff.
Yeah, because we do play for prizes as well. I'll be telling you who won the previous game at the end of this stream. Excuse me. And yeah, this one's just for fun, but the previous game was for prizes. And yeah, it was interesting.
It definitely was. It was chaos and mayhem all rolled into one.
Yeah, and you'll be able to catch it on our YouTube channel as well. That's another reason for you to subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search Rust Rivals.
Looks like the attackers are starting to push through.
Yeah, they're being held at these choke points.
They just cannot get through those choke points.
Nope, they definitely can't. And I'm actually choking from this drink. So I'm as choked as these guys. So excuse me if there's a bit less talking for a second while I try and sort my voice out.
You're just fine. We're just watching what's going on there. There's really not much to talk about at this point. They cannot seem to make it past these choke points, which are really proving to be a problem for these attackers. The defense is doing a wonderful job at holding them, though. I will give them that. They just have every angle covered from the roof to sitting above the entryways, like you saw Taylor and Lurk doing.
Yeah, but they're slowly but surely pushing through this side.
Yeah, it looks like the attackers have finally started launching a few rockets at the base.
Yeah, looks like Lone's got an interesting spot here. He's just mowing them down. That is a perfect angle on that. I like that angle. You can barely see him. Can we see him? I can't see him.
I can't see him at all.
You just can't see him from this position. Oh, I see his gun. I see his muzzle flash, but you just can't see him. That's an interesting spot.
He has a great angle on that bunker.
Yeah, and that M2 with a hollow sight. Look at him. He's just destroying him. And they don't know where he is. That's a big issue for him.
And if you can't find somebody with an M2, that's a big problem for you.
Yep, he's just mowing them down.
They just won't be able to get through that gap. But I'm curious to see how many more attackers start pushing in here pretty soon.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of targeting the roof more this time. Looks like they're trying to take out all those that cover, those raised points.
Well, if they can decrease the defenses, it definitely increases their chances of getting closer to the base.
Definitely. And it does look like they're aiming higher with their rockets. They're trying to take those shooting floors down, the roof defenses. A few of them are hitting low, but most of them are hitting really high. They're trying to take out those peak points.
Well, because the defense has just proven so good at using them. I mean, they're just holding up there, and the base is so big that all they have to do is run back a little bit on the roof, and they can bed because they're out of line of sight.
Yeah. We're just making light work of this base once again. Rockets. Oh, that's a nice shot. You saw that rocket flying across the screen. Perfect.
Wonderful.
This is the kind of stuff we want to see.
At this point, the attackers just need to start rushing in and rocketing as much as they can.
There was an interesting play in the last game where the attackers really pushed forward and jumped in the ruins of the base.
Yes. Yep. And then started attempting to take it over, and then the defense actually took it back. I mean, it was something else.
Yeah. It's just... I think this is my favourite part. I really thought it'd be the beach. I thought it'd be that whole part, but seeing oh, in the previous one 50, but at the minute 30 attackers trying to raid this base. It's just spectacular to watch.
It really is. You don't see anything like this. People are so... Everybody offline raids now, so you don't really even see online raids in Rust anymore, let alone, 15, 20 rockets going off at a single time on a base this size.
Definitely. But they're just destroying that base. It is being absolutely Swiss cheesed just like the first round. And there's 20 less people on the attacking team, and there's only a couple less people on the defending team. We're talking 30 attackers and 9 defenders. That's 1-to-3 ratio, just about. And we're getting a similar result.
We are. It's very, very similar to the last round. Now the attackers have seemed to push up onto the base itself, and since there's no friendly fire, they can be there when those rockets are going off. So I think they're just waiting for it to open up so they can push in immediately.
Definitely, and I think some of them probably played in that first round, so they might know where that TC is, and they're boosting in. They're already in. They're boosting their way in. They know exactly where that TC is. They're aiming there. That's what they're going for.
And they're definitely firing more central this go around, aren't they?
Yeah, I think all it takes is the second time of doing an event, and everything's just much more streamlined. Everybody knows what's happening. Ibu and Kona or Koma? I think it was Kona. Yeah, Kona here, and Scratchy firing off from this point that seems to be used a lot for rocketing that base.
Yeah, they've just found a little sweet spot there that I guess it's got a blind spot if they go up right next to the wall and duck, so they can reload and med and all that.
Yeah, getting defenders stuck in the honeycomb there. He's gonna have to kill himself. Like, in fact, if he just waits a bit longer, they'll blow through.
They'll just blow him out.
If I was him, I'd just shoot myself, because yeah.
Oh, he just got let out.
Is he gonna get any kills? What is he doing? He's just spinning.
Lurk is just being Lurk.
Just look up. He's like an attacker or a defender.
He's an attacker now.
He's an attacker now. He's switched. Interesting.
Base is just getting pummeled.
Yeah, they're deep in there now.
Not seeing much defense coming back off the base at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point, they don't really know what's going on. I mean, is this a defender here? I think this could be a defender. Snuck his way out. Yeah, that looks like a defender. Let's not ruin his fun too much. But we'll definitely keep an eye on him. They're pummeling their way through, slowly but surely. And it looks like Hornet is taking them on from behind.
Oh, what a
He just got rocketed, but he definitely took out at least 3. Definitely. Wow.
Oh, he cleared
More
that out.
defenders pushing up. Defenders pushing up. There's just too many attackers there. There's another one just down there. There's quite a lot going on.
There really is. The attackers are firing off rockets left and right while they're dying, and then you've got the defenders that are sneaking around at every angle you can possibly think of to try and make a play. And this is getting pretty crazy here.
Yeah. This is about as crazy as it gets. Oh, we've got a chippy machine hidden in that base.
Gotta have one of those.
Bit of an Easter egg. Oh, that's where it is. We got that TC. I don't know how close we are to it this time, but there's a nice chippy machine sat next to it. Let's not show too much more of that. We don't want to give anything away in case any of these attackers are being naughty people and watching. Let's just say they're getting pretty close, eh?
I think it's fair to say that.
They're deep in there. They're pummeling their way through the ground at this point. They're not going up. Not really.
No, they're solely aiming for that core, trying to find that TC.
Definitely. It looks like they might be trying to foundation wipe. There's definitely some foundations missing. Got Pookie Bear. hidden in a sandpit.
On a base that size, if they could take out enough foundations, it destroys the stability, and the roof comes down with it.
Yep, stability is a thing in this event.
Are we getting close to TC there?
I don't know. Camera 2, can we see TC? Do you know where it is?
I'm seeing some armored walls.
Yeah. I think we're getting pretty close.
Oh, we see the flame.
Probably that armored section. It's got to be in there. The question is, are they going for the right one? There's that TC. Just keep your camera on that TC. Don't show us too much. Keep your camera on that TC. I want to see it go once again. Yeah, just hold there. Camera 1 is showing the core. Looks like they're in there somewhere.
The TC is down.
And that's it. I missed it. That's
it.
Wait, how did they get it? From below. Oh, they blew their way through the bottom.
Yep.
Wait, how did they do that?
I don't know. Can we get a view of the inside of that camera?
How did they... What? I'm really confused. How...
Did it go through the wall?
I think they got some splash damage on it through the wall. I didn't even think that was a thing.
Or is it from the top? Is it open on top?
Yeah, maybe on the top. Can we see above? Up. No, it must have been splash damage.
Had to have been splash damage.
Wow. Splash damage through a wall. Interesting. Well, that's kind of it for the second run through, which was a fair bit quicker than the first, but nonetheless, it was very, very, very entertaining. Very entertaining. You can't get much more entertaining than that. And we've still got to announce the winners of the first one.
Yes, sir, we do.
Yes. I am going to go find that info right now. I have been given it. So, what should we go first? I'll let you pick, Bomb. Player damage or entity damage, which is the base damage.
Let's see who the biggest PvP Chad was first. Let's do player
should we
player
find
damage.
out who the Chad was? I can tell you the PvP Chad for today was Justek.
All right.
I recognize that name. I feel like it's spelled differently to the before, but Justek sounds very, very similar to something I've heard before. Maybe he was a previous winner. I'm not sure.
Not quite sure, Sam.
And then entity damage. I can tell you it was, and I think we actually referenced this guy a couple of times. I think he was the guy who snuck through. He's called Dog Felipe.
Oh,
he was the guy who was sneaking his way around. I'm pretty sure.
Was he just around the back firing rockets at the base?
Yeah, I think that's what he was. What he was doing. So that was the first. That was the first game we did. And those guys are going to win some skins. And if you need to claim those skins, you're going to have to join our Discord, which you can find the link on our website, rustrivals.com. Claim your reward by submitting a ticket. You do that, and you'll get some nice skins. So yeah. Also, make sure you follow our social media to keep up to date with what events we're doing next. And yeah, that's probably the best thing you could do. Follow our Twitter. The Twitter is probably the best place to find us. Find our info. My dog is now going crazy.
That's all right.
But I do have info for the second round, which I will reiterate. There are no rewards for this second round. It was purely for fun. We said that from the start. It's a for fun only second round because there was such a demand for it. The second round, what should we go for this time? Should we go for entity damage first?
Sure, let's do it reverse this time.
Yeah, let's do it the other way around. Let's go with entity damage. Everyone's got some weird names that are really difficult to pronounce. So the winner, I say winner, you haven't won anything, but Pride, you were one of the winners of today. You didn't win any skins because you didn't win any of this from the first one. First one was only for skins. This is just for fun. The entity damage was done by Jabij. Jabij. That's really, really, really hard to say. Jabij. And player damage was done by Dryest.
All right.
So yeah, I can actually give some more info. Should we give some quickly? We'll go back to the first lot. So player damage. These are the ones who won the skins. So Justek, who won by player damage, and won some nice skins. He actually got 34 kills. He died 36 times, so it's slightly in the negative. But he also got 26 headshots. So that's pretty crazy. And he did 321 entity damage, which isn't much at all compared to the next one. So I don't really know much about entity damage values, but the Dog Felipe, who won some skins from the first game, he won the entity damage, and he only got 8 kills and 26 deaths and 8 headshots. But he's not really a PvPer by the looks of it, because he got 88,589 damage.
Good lord.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage on that base. A lot of damage. So yeah, those are our 2 winners from the first game. Both of those guys won some skins. You can redeem them by going to rustrivals.com, jumping on our Discord, and submitting a ticket. I recommend you join our Discord and follow our Twitter if you want to be able to keep up to date with everything we're doing. We've got many, many more different types of game modes like this and different, and we've got much more planned for the future. Do not miss out on that. I would highly recommend you join all of our socials. As well, we will be putting this entire thing up on YouTube. If you would like to see if you can catch yourself in it, or you just want to enjoy it again, just subscribe to us on YouTube, Rust Rivals. We put it all up there. We put trailers up there, and I think that's it for today.
I would say so. I'd say it was a phenomenal day. I mean, this went off without a hitch, which, thank God.
Yeah, we love it when it goes off without a hitch.
Absolutely.
And this whole thing is run on our Raid Simulator servers. If you would like to play similar things to this, make sure you jump on our Raid Simulator servers. We've got an NA1, which is on screen right now, and it's going to cycle through all of the other ones. Or you can search Raid Simulator on the server browser. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I have been Sam Ritchie 28, or Sam Rich, and I was joined by my co-caster Bomb.
Thank you guys very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.